So there's a dark part of this breakup psychology that a lot of men never see. See, when a woman decides that she wants to leave and she repaints you as that villain, this isn't just cognitive dissonance. This is identity protection for her, right? Because when a man was solid and consistent, masculine and disciplined, always showing up for her, she can't just leave you cleanly. She has to rewire the image or her perception of you, right? So what she does is she sets out to build a new story, sometimes weeks in advance, sometimes months in advance. This is why, we sit there when the breakup happens and we're wondering why, it came out of nowhere. This is because she's had time to rewrite the story or the narrative in her mind. And it's not necessarily because it's true, right? You have to understand this. This is because the truth, if she truly sat down and understood what it took to have a lasting relationship, it would break her. See, calling you names such as narcissistic or controlling or emotionally unsafe isn't a review on your character, fellas. See, it's a shield for hers. It's protecting her and how she feels. It's easier to believe that she escaped a monster than to admit that she walked away from a man who actually truly loved her and cared. See, it's easier to call you toxic than to admit that she wasn't ready for the structure or the presence to, or just the leadership to actually work on something that could have been salvaged. And here's the thing that a lot of guys, sit on with this harsh reality. The friends who take her side aren't necessarily judging you. They're protecting her version of the story. People don't pick the truth. They pick whatever helps their friends sleep at night. You have to keep this in mind. But here's what most men never realize. Her story only works if you crumble. And this is where a lot of guys fail. It only works if you're sitting out here chasing, you're arguing, you're overreacting. It only works if you become the villain that she already called you to be, right? So don't do that. I need you to focus on improving your physique, focus on your mental health, and focus on just, loving you first, right? Build a life so aligned with your narrative that hers begins to collapse, right? Because nothing destroys a life faster than a man who is supposed to be toxic, but he's thriving in peace and purpose.